read all the newspapers and the television, and they're making you out to be like not such a nice guy because of all, which is, I understand, but your image, is that going to change? Can you help us? I see you in much better light today, and I'm sure everybody else does too.
Here's the thing, you know, maybe this will help explain it to you a little bit. I have an Irish father, and I had, before she passed away 6 years ago, a Sicilian mother. Now, for those of you who have been exposed to the combination of Irish and Sicilian, it has made me not unfamiliar with conflict. In my house, my parents left nothing unsaid. And we heard most of it, and often it was at a pretty high volume. So part of it is who I am and where I come from. And I think for all of us, our personalities are in large degree a product of who our parents are, how we grew up. And my parents always taught me not to be afraid of conflict. That if, in fact, it was something that was important to you, that you should speak your mind. And you should confront problems head on and not sweep them under the carpet. Now, sometimes maybe I just confront them too head on. And sometimes maybe when I say exactly what I think, that makes people a little bit uneasy. But what I can tell you is that I've watched people in public life in New Jersey over my lifetime. And so many of them have been afraid or unwilling to speak their mind because they're looking for an escape hatch, you know? If they don't tell you exactly what they're thinking, then it's hard for you to hold them to a promise or what they say. And so they try to say nothing to you. And when they say nothing to you, and then you say, hey, wait, you didn't do what you said you were going to do, they say to you, I didn't say I was going to do anything. What are you talking about? I didn't say that, or I didn't say this. So I've decided, because the times are so difficult, and the problems are so big, that I've decided to take the approach of being very direct and very blunt, and not mince my words. Now, at times, that's going to put some people off. I understand that. And there are times when the press will like to focus more on style than on substance, and I get that too, and that's what you're exposed to, because, listen, there's 8.4 million people in New Jersey, and not all of them get to meet me like you're getting to meet me today. I had one woman back here say, this is my highlight of the day, by the way. Absolutely made it worthwhile to come to Linden, and for no other reason than she said to me, you're so much better looking in person. I'm like, you don't normally get that, you know? And I certainly don't. So, listen, even though the mayor thinks it's been 6 months, it's only been 4 months. And I think that it's going to take some time for us to get used to each other. You know, the relationship between the citizens and their governor is a very personal one. People elected me because they were counting on me to do something to help fix the state. And so because it's such a personal relationship, people develop real opinions about you. And so luckily for me, I don't just have 4 months, I have 4 years. And I think over time you'll see, I think as you've seen this morning, that I have a sense of humor, and I'm not angry. I'm just determined. And you know, sometimes being determined and being direct comes off as being angry to some people. And for those people, I hope they give me a chance to show them on the substance what I can accomplish as governor by being direct, by being approachable, and by saying, when I say I mean something, I mean it, and I'm willing to fight for it. Because government's not supposed to be, you know, a tea party. I mean, you have folks in the legislature from the Democratic Party and from the Republican Party who have very sure opinions about things. And they feel very strongly and passionately about them. Well, we should argue those things out, I think, and we should argue them in public in front of you. Because the decisions that we make as a result of those arguments affect your lives. We shouldn't be having those arguments in private. I think we should have them in public. So you can all hear what we really think. And then when we make decisions, you can hold us accountable for those decisions. You can say, I heard what you said, I either agree with it or I don't, and then you can vote accordingly.